All right. Well, good morning. We were ready to maybe conclude us some Rio Grande War, and let me turn this loud guy down here. Hold on there, Dan. Old Dan Pacanaldi, I think is what his name is. I can't pronounce it, but fellow paisano, and it's a like I said tradition. Saturday mornings or Fridays. So I forgot. I think he said he recorded that on a Thursday. But every Saturday morning, yeah, if I'm home and it's not something to do, it's early morning, I'm watching the old No Enemies here. Dan's got a great show. Give him a good plug. But we're here carrying on with this Rio Grande War. And like I said, it looks like it's the Allied/U.S. side. Uh, they're, it's their game to lose. We are sweeping down on these fortresses, and they don't really have any forces to not much of an offensive. We'll see. They still have a turn coming, what they can do. But we've eliminated or captured or put before a firing squad. Old, Maximilian. He's over here in the old pile. I guess he should go over there in the leader pile that's been eliminated, but he can come back through some kind of event. But it was really key for the Imperials. They have their king alive, uncaptured, and in Mexico City. So if this was a real game and I had another opponent, he'd probably capitulate. Whoever was on the Imperial side taking care of their forces. Now, one thing we want to do here, we still have plenty of action points left for the U.S. allies, and it is very important that we get old Juarez down to Mexico City. That gives us a little bit of added victory points. Not that it's looking like the Allies are going to need any extra victory points anyway, but that's one of the keys to the game. Another key to the game, and we didn't get a chance to incorporate it yet, is, where is that? Maybe it's an optional rule. Oh, and it is maybe it's not. Okay, I thought maybe it was an Allied uh, optional rule. We'll look over here. Hold on a second. I'll take you right to it. All right, that would be the concentration on leader move. And this is a special march, but unfortunately, we didn't have a chance to use it. A player can move any number of units, leaders, from any hexes that can reach one hex occupied by a friendly leader. We maybe, I guess, should have employed that when we had Mexico City. We'll try to see if we can use it anywhere else. I don't see uh, the Allies need to hang on to Veracruz, Quartaro, whatever it is, and Monterey. Them are the only three fortresses we have left. So, like I said, it's really important that we hold out against any other attacks. Sheridan's as strong as all get out. He's got an ally over here with a purple base. So we'll see what we're going to do with our rest of our um, action points. Allies have 5, and see if we can, I don't know, sweep them off the board, I guess. We'll be back. All right, then, with our next action point, we'll just move old Suarez, and he can move 7. So we'll see if we can't get him out of here. That's 1. Ooh, another extra across the river. Desert is a 2. So that's 1, 2, 2 to move here and 1 for the river. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, Suarez gets that far. Now here's how you have to use this. Now you have to use another action point and move him another 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's got to watch out for the old Confederinos. Use another action point. Burning these action points to get him down there. He can't get in his zone of control, so he'll have to go 1. Clear is just probably just a 1. Let me make sure. Town port open. 1. Okay. Oh, 1, 2. Rough 2. Rough, 2, 3, 4. And we'll put him on in here. So there you go. We got old Juarez into Mexico City. And we still have 2 action points left. Way back. Alright, I guess with the rest of the game, since this will be the Allies' last turn, we'll go ahead and march with Sheridan and his forces against Monterey. Alright, battle hardy assault on the fortress of Monterey. And here's a tail of the tape. You can see old Merriam. I don't know if that's an abbreviation. Like I said, there's Sheridan. Got some engineers with us, but he's got a nice force of some French. We got us a French brigade of infantry those are not veterans, but below them we have a brigade of infantry that are veterans. Why is that colored in like that? Oh, I'll just check that out real quick. Be right back. We have infantry versus light infantry. So there you go. We got some light infantry veterans down there. Some more light infantry veterans, French. And we have some untried or green Imperial. What is that again? I guess that is regular infantry. Regular infantry. They have their guns in Monterey and a couple supply points. We'll flip these guys over to see what their value is. And like I said, once you get to know the game, they usually have 3s or 2s, but they give you a little bit of a hidden factor. All right, now another thing is, if we had more time, they do have a siege option here. The only thing is, you got to pretty well surround it base with units. That takes a lot of action points, and you got to stop when you get into their zones of control. So you can see how they're going to affect. You almost have to have them around there and have a bunch of action points where you can just move them on in. I mean, you can't go ahead and drop off units because you got to stop at their zones of control. So that's kind of that'd be a daunting task. I didn't try that in this game. You can maybe try it in yours or see what happens if we have another game. But there you go. Sheridan's up against it. Although his units are all nice and fresh as compared to Custer's, who suffered. They got 3 supply points, but he's got supply there too. We have 1 action point left. If this attack doesn't come through, we might have to bring in old, who's the leader on here? Oh, that's where Juarez was. We might have to bring in his forces. Be back. All right, determining battlefield advantage. We're down here, and maybe we get 1 again. If a leader's involved, they both negate each other. Contains 1 or more veteran units. They both have veterans, so that nullifies that one. If a player has a tactics marker to add, okay. Unfortunately, we didn't buy any tactics markers. We were out. The Imperial has tactics markers, but they are, I think they're attacker. I know this one on the right is. Let me go check out that turncoats real quick. Right, turncoat's also an attacker marker. So we will roll 2 dice with no player having the die roll modifiers. White dice is U.S. ally, blue is Imperial. All right. Oh, Sheridan comes up with he's had some problems with his tactics, but he gets that one. All right, so he will have the battlefield advantage, and the defender will not be able to retreat and dodge the battle. All right, we're coming up to the procedures here. First thing we need is a base number for Sheridan. All right, Sheridan's number starting off with a 65. So he'll get the maximum columns on the right. We will give him a column shift 4. Naval support, no. Attacking engineers with a fortress, yes, but he can't go up any further, so he's stuck there. Now, as far as terrain goes, we will give 3 column shifts down to the left for the defender. 1, 2, 3. So we'll be rolling under the 21, 27 table for the Allies. See if I missed anything up. Oh, hold on a second. Oh, supply units. Supply shifts. A player can expand up to 1 point. Supply point for combat. For supplies for a column shift. Huh. Well, if we do it, he'll do it. So just going to Like I said, we had maximum on there. Let's leave it like that. I don't see any reason to use any supplies. If I use one, he'll use one, and we'll just negate it. So we're going to keep that with the 21, 27. Looking for a high die roll, I think. Oh, that's not good. Oh, 2 is only 4. So he suffers. Oh, sorry about the bad camera work. He suffers 4 step losses, and he'll be able to fire back. So we will not take the fortress on this round. And if there was a retreat result, he could ignore it because he is in a fortress. All right, we will take off 1 step, 2 steps, 3 steps, and 4. This is what we're going to be firing back with. So the Omerium could have himself a base number of 10, 11, 12. There we go. Go down here to the 12 table. 10, 14. And we will roll for the... Well, hold on a second. Alright, sorry about that rude interruption. Had a phone call. And this is a phone camera operation. Right, what were we looking for now? Oh, terrain effects. Shifts. Supply shifts. They'll both negate each other, so I won't use that. Attacking engineers and fortresses, that has no effect, but we will have to have an effect for Sheridan's terrain. And that is rough. And a rough terrain, I don't know if you guys can see this. Oh, shift column shifts is -1. And who wins the battlefield advantage? Oh, that's right. We're going for battlefield advantage marker first, don't we? I think we already did that. Oh. Yeah, he's the attacker, blah, blah, blah. Okay, we're skipping that. No battlefield advantage because we've done that already. Oh, so it is rough. -1 column shift. So we'll be going down to here. Now we roll a die. I think we did that right. I can't see anything wrong. He has no engineers. Like I said, he's firing at Sheridan, who's out in the rough, so Sheridan gets a little bit of cover. Rolling a Imperial die. Oh. For the 3. Oh. 2 hits. So we'll go down here. These fresh units. I wonder if the engineers could take a hit. Yeah, they can. Okay, we'll take them down 1. Have to suffer a hit on our engineers and one of our infantry. Well, that will be it. There's the survivors of Monterey. Took some casualties there, mostly the green units. Veterans of the French held on with Mariam. We got 1 action point left. We'll be right back. Should we attack again? Bring in more units? We'll be right back. Well, I think we're going to have to carry on the attack with Sheridan. These are a bunch of untried Imperial units. Now, the thing of it is, if I had action points, I can get them down there and have to take out. I don't think they can get down there. That's rough. Then you can't go in this way because you have to march separately. You can't just put them in here and then have them both attack. That's not how it works. You have to pull in there and march himself. And this stack here isn't as strong as Sheridan's. If I had action points, I could bring them down, around, and on in. But it'd be probably 2 action points to get there, and then a third. So, 3 action points. We only got 1 action point left. So with that 1 action point, we will go for broke on the game and see if we can't take Monterey. We got a nice force here to fire off with. But of course, the key will be battlefield advantage. Sheridan's been known to suffer in that category, but we'll be back. All right, there's your eliminated Imperial leaders. They've lost some French leaders, their king, and some Belgians. That was a bad fight for the Imperials down there around Mexico City. All right, we're going to go at it again here, and we're looking for battlefield advantage. Tactics marker. So this time, earlier though, they were the attacker. Huh. Well, no, they're not the attacker this time. They're still the defender, but they got some tactics markers. We'll still use that, I guess, in the next half of the game, turn 9, if they attack. Right now, they are the defender. And like I said, Both armies have leaders that'll knock that out. We still got veterans, both sides, so that's then a tactics marker, what we don't have. So a regular die roll marker, or die roll for the battlefield advantage. All right, well, that's not good because when the Imperials win, if the defender side has the battlefield advantage, that player may select one of the following: conduct a withdrawal of his force, which he will do. That will take care of it. No more action points. Sheridan comes up short again. All right, then. Old Myram hangs on to Monterey. Sheridan comes up short. No more action points for the Allies. Now, as the Imperial player, you just got to figure, you got to look at the board. See, I mean, I guess there's no point in conceding. I want to look at the board here. I want to look at action points. I can recruit action points. I don't know what I got left, but it isn't looking very good. What we need to do is, I guess, take back. It'd be nice if I could sweep down here somehow. I guess I could. They can't move. So we take over early, come down here and get some easy ports. I think the fortresses are definitely, these two fortresses here, definitely out of reach. I don't know if I can get enough forces with there, even with that concentration on leader option. The unit's got to be able to get to them. I don't have anybody really around. Veracruz, they won't get Veracruz. So let me look at the board, see what the options are here for the very last turn of the game. It will be the Imperials. I guess trying to get some ports is the only thing they can do. Low-hanging fruit, maybe. I guess we could look at the victory points. Let me look at that real quick. All right, well, according to the points here, the score right now is 11-5. I don't see 5, 6, 7, 11, 10. What else can we do? I guess it just depends on action points and what we do with it. Let's go ahead and play it through. I was maybe going to concede. I don't see any way what the Imperials can do anything, but it will be the Imperial turn. And first thing will be rolling for the Imperial events. So can they somehow make some kind of a comeback? I think they'd have to get this fortress or get this port. We got to swing for ports. I don't think there's any fortresses we can get. The low-hanging out fortress would be going with Diaz. And man, I ain't got the forces. There's nobody around. So we'll see what we can do. We'll use up our points, play the game through, and see if we can't maybe narrow the victory margin and the victory level. We're back. Imperial die roll, and we are looking for a 1. Not a 6, a 1. Oh, 3. We'll see what it does for us here. And it is the Confederino event. Recruit and deploy 1 Confederate unit. We'll see what we got here with the Confederates. Oh, here we go. 5 veteran, 3 cavalry. What's a no-brainer? It'll be a 5 veteran. So we'll go ahead and do that. We'll add him to old, what's his name? Early. General Early. No good in the South. Don't want to repatriate. Decided to go down to Mexico. We'll put that unit over there for him. More importantly, we'll come over here to Confederinos and see that we get 4 action points to start with. Let's get that maximum 15, see what we can do. Maybe go for fortress, at least 1 fortress, and a sweep through the ports might give us some kind of a little bit of victory points, maybe a less of a margin. That is that. Imperial action points generated. We will look and see how many leaders we still got on the map. That hurts. We have 1 leader here early. That's it for him. Oh, no leaders down here. No leaders up here. Wow. Early and Merriam. 2 leaders, that's it. Early and Merriam are the only 2 left on the board for the Imperials. Oh, so we'll give them 1 each. 1, 2. Now we get a Imperial controlled fortresses. Like I said, Imperials get points big time for their fortresses, and the Allies are mostly get points for those ports. So fortresses left will be 1, 2, 3. This is not a fortress, it's just a port. So we got 3 fortresses left in our hands. Monterey, Quintero, and Veracruz. So we will get another 3 action points there. 1, 2, 3. What will I do with my 9 action points? We're back. One thing about these action points that we haven't really incorporated yet that you might want to remember if you play the game is you can rebuild units or build the ones that are been reduced back to their full size, back to their full strength. So we might incorporate that a little bit before we buy. But we only have 9 action points. You can see how you can use those up if I want to go through some kind of a sweep down here in these ports. Oh, I might need all 9, so we'll have to spend wisely. Tactics markers will come in handy if you want to buy some. Like I said, we only got 9 for our infamous last stand. The Confederados are saying, we know how this movie ends. We've seen this before. Be back. Alright, here's how we're going to play this. We're going to get us 2 tactics markers. And we already have a couple of them that are attackers. So we have 4 tactics markers. We'll move this down to 7. That will be it for our recruitment. So for our first action point spent, we will move the French infantry veterans. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, 4. Talk about just making it. Wow. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yeah, he makes it right there. All right, now for our next action point spent. What will we do? Oh, I want to. Oh, what do I want to do? We can get. Can we get all of those? You think? I don't know about that. We need some more forces. Oh, next action point 5. And this is just gonna be. I gotta check this out real quick, bro. We moved these guys out of Veracruz. We're leaving our supply back there. They're lagging us behind. We don't really need them right now. So it's the last turn of the game. You gotta keep the garrison unit there so we can get credit for that fortress / port. All right, the units are only able to make it up there. Road bonus through some rough is 5. So with our last action points, or with our next action point, sorry about the bad camera work, we will move 1 up to here. Well, let's go. Yeah, we'll just move him to there. He won't march. He won't. Well, maybe he could attack. Should we attack him? Huh. That had to leave the way clear for coming on down this way. We used an action point. We might as well attack. It's a fortress. We better wait. We better wait. Okay, well, that'll be that one. Next action point. We're losing them here. We're losing them here quick. We will take these forces here. Oh, we got that supply. That's gonna bog us down. Be right back. All right. Well, I need some supply from him. We need at least some supply. So he can only move there. That's 2. Another supply point. I can see. I don't think this is gonna work out. I don't have enough action points to get the battles to get all this stuff going on here. So we are going to call it a game. We're going to call it a game. It's definitely a Allied victory. Let me see here. I got another action point. Let's see how we do it. another action point. That'll move him down. He can only move 3. This will be 1, 2, 3. He gets here. I mean, with our last action points, I guess we could try to take Tampico. We'll go here. We'll give him Tampico, just for shits and grins. See how the game ended, because we don't got no more action points. We have 1 for that battle. Say the battle we would have been 1. Let me be back with the victory point total. All right. Well, the tale is Allies get 3 points for Mexico City, 7 for the forts and ports that they have. 3 for Juarez, and Mexico City gives them 13. Unfortunately, Imperials only have 2 for Tampico right here, and 2 for Veracruz. Oh, let me see here. And the rest of their ports would be another 1, 2. I must have did that wrong. So let's add them another 2. 2 for their ports. So that'll give them a 6. Okay. Hold on a second. Alright, that makes their margin a 7 instead. So it's an Allied victory, but we're going to find out what it is here. 5 to 7. Alright, didn't change it too much. So we have an Allied marginal victory on our first game of Rio Grande War. And not too bad. An Allied marginal victory, that'll work. We definitely got, it's a victory, so Allies won. You could have had a draw, so we barely came through with a marginal and didn't have no decisive victory. Anything that I could have did different? It all depends, those events and your action points got a lot to do with it, so it'll vary from game to game. I think I did as well as I could. Like I said, it was a first playthrough, and we didn't have to have a restart. Good game. Like I said, these are medium complexity games, these strategy and tactics games here. This might be it for strategy and tactics for a little while, because I got some other games coming through on the pipeline before I renew my subscription. So definitely thumbs up for strategy and tactics games. These are nice to come in every month, and I did get all of them, and I got my subscription straightened out. The only thing is I had a redundancy. I bought a magazine subscription and a game/magazine subscription. I would have thought the people at Decision Games would have said, "Hey, dude, you don't need this one if you're buying this one," but I spent double, whatever. But I wouldn't mind getting another subscription. As far as this game goes, if you're the Imperials, definitely protect those forts and ports. And I think they did a good job, considering. Custer went on a rampage. Custer just went on through and took care of these of Mexico City. Now, I think the Imperials probably could have had a better last turn, but like I said, you've seen those action points go down really quick. Didn't have enough to do my little sweep through here. But we did take Tampico. That would have definitely been an automatic victory. All right, that is it for Rio Grande War. Definitely a good game. Had fun. We're going to clear out the table here and get ready for a new one. But that is it. We are done, and we'll be back.